Hey friends, how are you? Welcome to Car Therapy. There's a cool effect going on. There's a flag between me and the sun, so it's like waving in the sun, blocking and making a cool shadow. Anyway, there's the small things, right? The small things have like a huge, powerful impact, more than you would think. A tiny little flag is blocking the sun. But let's talk about something else that has a very big impact on us, and that's how we're trying to find a good partner. I'm always attracting the wrong people. Why I want to find a good guy? Why I want to find a good girl? But I ask people, what are you looking for? And I get such like a hazy list of, I want this, I want that, and obviously that's not going to work. At the same time, as I ask people, well, tell me about some of your past partners. There's a total lack of clarity about what went on in those relationships, or particularly if it's an ex, so let me tell you everything that was bad. These are huge mistakes. If you have to let basically your past partners help you find your next partner. Like imagine they were like sitting with you, going through the profiles, on a dating site or whatnot. But what I mean is that in each and every one of the partners that you've had in your life, and you can go as far back as you want, you can even go to friends, but let's stick with dating partners. Pick 2 or 3 partners. And take a look at each one, okay? And what you'll find is that you stayed with them. So there are obviously some things that were good, and there's plenty of stuff that was bad. But you want that information. You need to sit with that information. Really be clear. Put it on paper. Put the name. And what were the things that really I liked about it? And what were the things I did? And the reason why it's important is it's not just some blog post or some ideas. Oh, this is good, this is bad. No. You were in a relationship with a person. You know what it felt like to get those things, and how good it felt. You know what it felt like to struggle and really had the challenge of trying to connect with someone who had those other things that they are as a person, things that they did, habits, physical, emotional things. This is such valuable information, and you have to spend a few minutes thinking about it at least, and get a measure of clarity, and go through a couple of old partners, and you're going to start to come up with a list of things that you really liked, and you know what it felt like. I want those things in a partner. Yes, there were the other things that were negative, but it doesn't change the fact that I like those positives. I want those. The negatives become the red flags. They become the things that, like, I'm looking out for that because it just doesn't work for me in a partner. And the third thing that will emerge from all of this is you start to see certain patterns. You're going to see how the life patterns in you that you haven't yet worked through, the false beliefs about yourself. People are going to abandon me. I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. I never achieve the standards. I'm not likable. People only like me for what I do, not for who I am. All of these false things that you tell yourself all day long are directly leading you to attract partners who make you feel those very same things. Why? So that you could work on it. So you have 2 choices. You can keep attracting people into your life that'll keep kicking up and triggering all of that stuff, and then you'll run away from it. Or you could actually get to work on it yourself. Let's get to work on it. And then you don't need to attract those kinds of partners. You can attract different types of partners. But if you're not allowing your past partners to help you find and attract and seek out and filter away bad ones of partners that you're looking for, you're missing a huge opportunity.